guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Celestine Gachuhi, and today I have a special guest for you guys. Her name is Mrs. Mary KIMEMIA, and she is a psychological counselor. And guys, now that I'm a new parent and I'm a new mom, I thought why not talk about parenting, because siku rahisi, and she's gonna tell us all about parenting, all the details, and enjoy. Welcome. Karibu sana Mrs. KIMEMIA, and asante sana kwa kuja kwa this YouTube channel. It's an honor to have you, and sorry, parenting, I'm very sure very many people, young moms, moms when you wanalea bado, what a benefit, a lot of benefit from this. And unaweza tuambia who is a parent?
Okay, thank you so much. Our viewers today, what I would like to say here is that thank you so much for bringing me into your channel. So apparently who a parent is any person who brings up a child. That means that we can have a parent can be anybody. Actually, it starts with the person who gives birth to the parent, and together with that we have the father, we have the lady herself. It can even go up to the neighbors. They bring up the child. Sometimes the child is brought up even by society. So when we talk about parenting, it means that it is a wide range, because there are so many people who, they are aunts, there are people who are going to be copied by this child, because whatever the child sees is what they are going to emulate. So that means that parenting can be for so many people, different people. But when we talk about now parenting by the parents themselves, then that is where now it narrows down. But parenting can be done by so many people. It can be done by the chiefs, actually, because once a child is in a village, the child belongs to the chief, the child belongs to the society, the child belongs, especially when it comes to the Africa setup. We are all parents. When we were young, especially ourselves, the mother next door would come and tell my mom, I did this and I did that. And the mothers would not complain, I don't know, you are doing this to my child. If I wronged, or if a child wrongs the next person, they were supposed to be chastened by even that other person. So that means that parenting can be done by a wide range of people. But now when it comes that now you are parenting your own child, you are the parent yourself.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Meskia. So now that we know who a parent is, when does parenting start? To narrow down to tuseme mimi na my partner tunalea huyu mtoi. When does it start?
Okay, parenting starts actually immediately you conceive. That is where your parenting starts. Because if you don't want to become a parent, what the person does is that they abort the child.
Yeah.
Then that means that they don't want to become parents. But now when you decide that you are going to keep your pregnancy, most probably you are with your partner. Sometimes the partner is gone, but well, you are there, you are the parent. So parenting then starts from there, that you are the one who is going to make sure that you take care of your pregnancy. You take care of your pregnancy in which ways? There are many ways that you should take care of your baby when the baby is growing in your cell. So there are many things that we hear with doctors and these other people. We are told that the person should not smoke. There are foods that you are supposed to eat so that the child can be healthy. You are told that you are not supposed to be stressed, because what we know is that once you're stressed, the child inside of you takes it. And that is why you see that some children are born and it's like they are tired already. Because the parent was very stressed, the parent was being beaten probably by battered by the husband or the partner. It necessarily not, it cannot, sometimes it is not even the husband, sometimes it is just a partner somewhere, and the partner comes in the house and batters this lady. So what happens is that this child already has started growing in an area that the child is not wanted. So once they come out, there will be children with problems, with issues, because of the parenting that started when they were still not born. But so that means that if you are the two of you, the man and the lady, and you are living together as man and wife, the husband has to take care of the person, the child who is growing in the womb of the lady or the woman he calls his wife. So that now the child who is born will come out when the child feels that they are loved. The child will feel that they are wanted. The child feels that they are there. You see?
So for me personally, nimesikia watu wakisema mtoi akiwa kwa tumbo and then mama alikuwa na stress, alikuwa mistreated, ama kulikuwa tuna fight, ina affect akiwa kwa tumbo. Hata akitoka like hata kuwa na peace. So it's true, it affects the child even when ako kwa tumbo.
It does. It does, because now the child is a person. And even if they are not physical, now you cannot see them because they are still in your womb. But what happens is that this child is taking things from you. They are taking things from you. Now, like now, a person comes and the man comes, he starts battering you. What happens is that si unashtuka. Ukishtuka, hata huyu mtoto anachukua nini ile kushtuka yako. So that is why you see that, like now, let's take for instance, wale watoto wamezaliwa, the kids who are born in the streets. This child is used to hearing a lot of things. They are used to, like now, what can we say? Where they are sleeping, it's not peaceful. Because peace makes everything in the child. It makes them to come out when they are good people, they are well and all this. So now what happens is that this child takes what is there, the surroundings. The surroundings affect them. The environment in which they are growing. If they are growing in a harsh environment, they'll come out in that state. Unless, because things can happen. You know, we believe in God anyway.
Yeah, true.
So we know that things can happen, that this child might come out and gets a good parent who will now turn them around. But before that, when the child is growing in you, the child is supposed to be in a good environment, so that they come out when they are peaceful, when they are feeling loved. And that is why you see, like now, so many, when a man loves you, it gives you peace. It gives you peace. It makes you have the child peacefully, and the child comes and finds an environment where they can grow, and they are feeling okay. This is the home that we desire. This is the home that we deserve. At that very age, they can still understand.
What?
Yeah. Even if it is just the first few days, they may not understand and all this. But as they grow up, where they are growing up, it is like just like where they are laid. Yeah. Kama ni kuku akitaga, hawezi akataga kwa mawe. Si unaona? Lakini kwa hivyo sasa huyu mtoto saa ile amezaliwa and they are born at a very unstable family. It is like it's like a hen laying their eggs on stones. Kwa hivyo sasa hii inaweza vujika, inaweza hivyo. So when they find love, it makes all the difference.
Tell us how we should start parenting. Mtu yakishatoka, we have the baby, tumekuja home, tunataka hosi.
Okay. Now, still when you come home, you know, hata kwa ile home mtoto amepelekwa, it makes the child now where they are growing now. Because back then they were in the womb, they have now come out and they have started growing. So now when the child comes out and here we are with them, one of the things that should continue is this love. Is to be shown that they are in the right place. Kwa sababu kuna wakati mwingine mtoto atazaliwa, amezaliwa pahali kuna watu wanakunywa chang'aa, watu wanavuta bangi. The other day I was very surprised. I saw a young girl. Alikuwa anavuta bangi, anaiweka kwa mdomo ya mtoto wake. So at that tender age, the child has started experiencing the things that they are not supposed to experience. So now if we want our children to grow well, then the laying foundation, just as I had said earlier, should be a foundation that the child grows and starts to see the right things. Kwa sababu kuna wakati watoto wengine, mtoto amezaliwa kama huyo nimesema, pengine amezaliwa pahali kuna watu wanapigana, watu wanafanya mambo tofauti. The environment itself, it makes the person you are. Kwa sababu that is why you see, mtoto akizaliwa pahali watu yani zile activities zinaendelea mahali mtoto wanakuwa, that is what they take. Mtoto wako akitoka hapa, hata saa ile anakuwa nawe ametoka nje hata kidogo, wale watoto pia wanacheza na wao, they have a lot of impact on your child. How are they behaving? The language they hear outside there, they take it very fast. First of all, it is always good to know that children are like a blank book. So anything that is written, it looks like it has been, ni kama imepigwa muhuri kwa huyu mtoto. You can delete it because everything learned can be relearned. That is what we know. That everything learned can be unlearned. It can be deleted. Just as we do in the computers, that you had written something and you just found out that it is wrong. You delete it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that is what happens even in a child, that there are some things that they can learn outside, and then once they come back, remind them that this is not what we have taught you. So when your child is growing up, then there are many things that you are supposed to do, that you are supposed to learn, to make them learn the best ways, to make them to know when to say sorry, to say excuse me. This is in your hands. This is in the hands of the parent. Kwa sababu that unaona sasa kuna watoto wengi sana kwa sababu ya pahali wamelelewa. Mtoto wazazi walikuwa wanapigana. What we know is that kama mtoto amekuwa mahali watu wanapigana, lazima naye atachukua hiyo. In most cases it never ends there. Hata saa ile ametoka, in most cases it does not end there. The person grows to be violent, the person grows to be unloving and caring because of where they grew up. Lakini mtoto akikua na unaona wazazi wanapendana, anaona wazazi na kupendana, si kupatia mtoto kila kitu. Si kumpatia kila kitu ambacho anataka. Sio kuhitaji, kuna hitaji na kuna kutaka. Kupenda mtoto sio kumpatia kile kitu ambacho anataka. Kuna mahitaji na kuna kutaka, just as I have said. Na kwa hivyo mtoto saa ile anakuwa, mpatie zile vitu ambacho anazozihitaji. Kuna wakati utampatia wants, kwa sababu unajua sio wakati wote ati sometimes utanunulia mtoto wako kitu ambacho pengine what am I going to say? Niseme kama sweet. Sometimes utanunulia mtoto sweets, lakini sio ati ni kuzoea, mazoea, na sio ati iwe ati pengine unamfanya hivi, it's like it is a bribe. Naona? Kwa sababu saa ile in some cases wakati wazazi they have failed. Kuna wakati mzazi ataona they have failed. Na so what they will be doing is now to give the child whatever the child asks. Because they have failed, it's like they are bribing the child. Lakini instead of making the child to be a better person, they are making the child to be a bad person. This child cannot do anything unless they are bribed. Naona. So as early as possible, it is good to make sure that your child is growing in a good environment. the environment should be there because of you, the husband, and actually even the house girls. Yeah, it is good for the house girl also to know this is what the child is supposed to be done. You cannot go this far, although sometimes you are not there, you don't know what is happening. And that is why in some cases, if you are able to bring up your child from day one to some level, it can be very good. Up to kitu 2 years hapo, inaweza ikawa mzuri sana. Although by hata hiyo italingana na wewe tena ni mzazi wa aina gani.
So kabla tuende hapo, now that tumekuja na mtoi, kuna hii age before sasa aanze kuambiwa, you know, aanze kujua hii ni wrong, hii ni right. Hiyo age ya maybe tuseme 1 month, hiyo time analia nini, you as a new mom, because I believe hata kama uko na watoto wawili, ukipata mwingine it's a new experience, ndio? So how do you handle the whole time analia, unasikia frustrated, sometimes unasikia kukasirikia mtoi, na you still want to have the environment full of love for your baby. How do you handle that?
Sasa huyo ni mtoto wako. Huyo ni mtoto wako, na kama ni mtoto wako na analia, you are there as the parent. Na kuna mambo mengine unajua sasa mtoto kama analia and the person this baby does not even understand, you unamwambia hai nyamaza, hasikii, hajui. So you are the one who is going to calm yourself. You have to learn to calm yourself. You have, so that you can walk with this child, because this is a child who cannot be spanked. Kama angekuwa ni mtoto mkubwa pengine analia, wakati mwingine, although that is not advisable, unaona, you know, watoto sasa tume understand mambo mengine wazazi wetu pengine hawakuwa wana understand. Sisi kama mtu angefanya makosa, ilikuwa ni lazima, hata saa ile ninalia na hakuna mtu ana understand, before I'm told what I'm supposed to do, nilikuwa na chapwa, unaona. Lakini sasa what you're supposed to do when this child is just that minute thing, learn to, you are the one who is going to learn to calm yourself. You have to understand that you don't even know why the child is crying. You know, sometimes parents wanakuwa na wasiwasi mpaka mtoto akona 2 weeks anapewa dizzy, anapewa food, ati kwa sababu huyu nafikiria ile kitu inamfanya alie, nafikiria ni akona njaa, unakimbilia uji, unakimbilia nini. But it is advisable, just as you are told by the nurses and the doctors, make the child wacha anyonye. The milk is theirs. I always tell my daughters, I tell them, kama mtoto uko na yeye hiyo maziwa hujaandikisha pahali ati kuna mtu anakuja kuichukua na chupa, it belongs to that child and that is why it has been given to you. Kama ni wakati wa kunyonya mnyonyeshe. Kama ni wakati analia, you are going to learn new techniques. Unajua ukimlalisha hivi halii, unajua ukimfanya hivi halii, unaona. Kwa sababu hakuna ile ati kitu kitu specific tunaweza sema hivi ndivyo unahitajika umfanye. Kuna mtoto atalia na kuna mwingine hatalia, unaona. So if your child is the type that is crying to the top of their voices, their lungs, well, tutasema you are going to learn slowly. Mama mzazi atalearn slowly, kumpembeleza. Na unajua this is an age, that very very small age, the baby cannot be soothed with anything. Unakabonga kidogo hata hakaelewi, kwa sababu hajafika ule umri. So the parent is the one who is supposed to adjust themselves so that now they have to work with their children. But sometimes, in most cases, mtoto atalia saa ile they are wet, saa ile they are hungry, watalia wakati huo. So sasa ukiwa umemchange na bado analia, you are going to learn new techniques. I can say that at some point, I also know how frustrating it is. I had 2 children who cried. One of them was crying during the night. The other one was crying during the day. And it was very frustrating. Lakini wakati hufika na huyu mtoto ananyamaza, hata unamwacha hapa, unamwangalia, unaona kama sio yeye. So new parents, don't get so worked up to a level. I know I saw a mother one time, mtoto wake alikuwa analia, anamgonga. At that very tender age of 1 month alikuwa anamgonga vibaya sana. Sasa si unamharibu mtoto. The environment they are supposed to be in, you have started creating another environment. The child will start fearing you from that small level. Because sasa anaona they are not wanted. Na mtoto who feel very good, that is what I know, that mtoto ukimchukua saa ile hata analia ama kama hali, unamchukua, that is why saa ile umepata mtoto anawekwa wapi? Anawekwa kwa kifua yako. Ni muingiane. So ukimweka mtoto kwa kifua yako, anaingia kwako. Na wewe unaingia kwake. Unamfeel kabisa. I know of one lady alikuwa ananiambia, mimi unajua sipendi watoto. So akapata mtoto, nikamuuliza, so sasa unasikiaje? Akaniambia saa ile aliwekelewa hapa, nili change immediately. So you are going to learn, the parent is going to learn slowly by slowly. And most of all is to understand that this child cannot understand any language. And therefore the only language that is felt and heard by even the deaf people is love. So mweke tu mahali pazuri. Ongea na yeye, hata kama haelewi, anasikia hiyo mom nini ni kama kana kusikia. They are going to stop. It is not something that is going to go on forever. So mothers, don't get worked up to a level where you are throwing your kid there and you are running away. Make sure that you walk with them. They are going to come out of it.
So manze wase, my guys, tujikaze kabisa, and let's continue creating a very nice environment for our children. It's not that easy, but at least kuna encouragement na mtu mwenye amepitia hapo. So this is an ongoing conversation, and this was part 1, and thank God we have Mrs. KIMEMIA atatuelezea. We'll do another episode and another one. So thank you so much for watching. Continue subscribing, commenting, sharing. Na continue following me on Instagram, Celestine Gachuhi, Facebook, Celestine Gachuhi, TikTok, Celestine Gachuhi. And thank you so much. God bless you. We love you. Tatembea